Hey, what's going on, guys? I just want to come to you guys with a video about what I do for a living. I am a educational assistant at a school, and I've been doing it for about 3 years now. A lot of people don't say what they do on YouTube when they first start off, but I'm gonna be that person that is going to tell you guys about it. Basically, like when I was younger, I used to work at a summer camp with my mom, and I always knew that I had like a passion for like working with kids and stuff, so it kind of came like easy. So when I was like 15, I want to say, and I got the opportunity to be a camp counselor with my mother, actually because of my mother. And I really enjoyed it. Like, I enjoyed listening to the stories that the kids would tell me about their parents, about themselves. I would, like, it made me feel a certain way to where I felt like this was my calling. So after that, you know, summer camp ends because you have to go to school. They have to start school or whatever. So after that, I gave it a break. You know, I did a couple like jobs here and there. I worked at a hotel. I worked at two hotels. And then I was asked to, this is how I got into the school. I was asked to do the aftercare program, which was from 3 to 5, or like 3:10 to 5 or whatever. And so I was asked to do that. So I started off doing that, and I just felt like so totally in love with it. Like, it was the best. I felt like it was just like, after that, I knew it was something that I really wanted to do. So I started doing extended care. It's called extended care. So I started doing extended care, and then about the second year, maybe it was the first year. It was the first and second year in between. They asked me, well, they actually asked my mom first if I wanted to do be in the school more, and I was like, sure, you know, not thinking of it, like, sure, like what would I be doing? And they came up to me with the proposition of being an educational assistant. So basically I was like, yeah, I'll do it, you know, just testing the waters, because, you know, I don't have, me myself personally, I did not go to college for it. So it was kind of, I was kind of like skeptical at first, like, oh geez, like what? Like, I'm gonna be working in school. So I was kind of like nervous or whatever, but as I got to do it, I was like really falling deeply in love with it. Like, I love what I do, and I wouldn't change it for the world. Like, as I look back, and I know it's only been 3 years, whatever, but 3 years to me feels like eternity, because I've learned a lot during those 3 years. I've actually gained a lot of trust with these children that I work with. I love them like they're my kids, because I don't have kids, so therefore, like, I feel like I have a bond with them. And it teaches you, like, to appreciate kids in general, like appreciate life in general, because some of these stories that these kids tell me, they really made me get emotional, because it's like, I didn't have to go through stuff like that when I was younger, and I'm only 26. And when they say like they don't see their parents, that like either they don't see their dad or they don't see their mom, like, I always see my mom, no matter if I have to call her, no matter if I have to go down in the office or whatever, because she works there too. So it's just like, I always see my mom, and it's just like crazy to me on how these kids come up with these stories, not come up with these stories, but they have these stories about their lives, and they trust me with it. And like, I seen some of them graduate, and I've worked upstairs, which upstairs is K4 through 5th grade. I've done all of those classes, and this year I was supposed to do 4K and 5K. Well, I still do 4K and 5K, mainly 4K because they're little, you know, they're toddlers still. But since we no longer have a science teacher, which is the 8th grade teacher, I've been subbing in the 8th grade room. And I can say that I give these teachers out here a lot of props, because these kids now, honey, listen, these kids, they have their own imagination. They are taller than me. They have more like body than me. They're really like little grown people. And it's just crazy to see that, because it's just like, geez, like when I was younger, I didn't think that I was going to be around, when I got older, I was going to be around older or younger kids. Like, I didn't think I was going to work in a school or whatever. And it just made me feel like, since they trust me, like I could trust them with certain stuff. Like I tell them, I don't hide anything. That's the one thing. I don't hide anything except for like if I think it's too personal or that they don't need to know. Like they know my age, they know my birthday, they know that like little things about me, I will sit there and tell them, because I want them to trust me just how they want me to trust them. Like it goes vice versa. Even if they're a child, like they're still human, and they deserve to have somebody that they can come to when they feel down or even happy, or share their good moments, their bad moments, in between moments. It's just like a learning experience for me. Like it made me grow as a whole woman. Like I don't take things for granted anymore. Like I used to like take a lot of stuff for granted, like not talking to my mom all the time. I talk to my mom on a regular daily basis, because I cannot. Like, I can't. These kids go through things, and you would never think that kids that young would go through things. Like, even in 4K. Like, it's, like, the situations that they tell me are really deep. And sometimes, you know, you can't listen to everything that a kid says, because some stuff that they say is a lie. Or they're telling, like, part of it or not all of it, or they're like fabricating it. So it's just like sometimes I have to like sit back and be like, okay, well, I'm not gonna comment on it, because I don't want you to go back to your parent and be like, well, this person said this. I want them to be able to trust me. So back to what I was saying, I've gotten to it was somebody walking past. I've gotten to learn about the 8th graders. I've been working with 8th graders, and I've been working with 6th graders and 7th graders. And some of these kids, I've watched them since I've worked there, even in extended care. Since I've worked there, I've learned to love them, and I treat them like they're my kids. Like I don't have kids, like I said before. And it's a pleasure to be around them, I feel, because not everybody can deal with children. And I feel like my tolerance for children are like, is incredible, because I feel like I can manage myself at the same time as me managing them. And I would never put them in harm, and I would never want to be put in harm myself. So therefore, I'll treat them how I want to be treated. And I always tell them that, like, you have to respect me, not just because I'm grown, but it's just because if I respect you enough, then you should respect me enough. And that it goes a long way, because the kids, they trust me, they love me. You know, we go through things. They get mad at me, of course. I mean, who's not gonna get mad if I'm telling you to sit down and you don't want to, or stop talking? They're kids. Like, they're kids. I mean, there's nothing else that you can say about it. So I've been doing, I've been in classrooms for 2 years, 2.5 years, 3, going on 3. It might be 4, I don't know. But I started in 2016. And you know, the school year goes like, it goes back and forth. So It makes me feel really good that these 8th graders that I'm in the classroom with, like from 7:15 to 3:10, that they trust me enough to have their parents come in and talk to me, and just everybody just loving me for me, because I'm not, my thing is, I come to the school to work, but not only to get a paycheck. I don't really care about the paycheck. I mean, I do, because I'm a human, but I care about how these kids are succeeding, and I want them to succeed. Like the 8th graders, I tell them all the time, I want you to succeed. I want you to be successful. I want you to go to high school. I want you to get into a good high school, because it can change your life. Like high school changes your life. School in general changes your life. And it's like today when I was there, I got very emotional because some of the 8th graders are leaving, and I feel like they've helped me grow as a woman, like as a person in whole. Like they helped me, and I feel like it hurts a little bit, but I know that I want them to do well, and I know that this is not the last time they will see me, because once you see me in their lives, I'm always going to be in their lives. So therefore, it's just like I can't let that get me down. I always want the best for them. And like I told one of the kids' moms, I always want the best for them. I always want them to be able to just come. They can maybe call me. I don't know yet. I don't know, because it's touchy feely, because you're not supposed to do that. But it's just like certain things that I love doing with them, are talking to them, having real life conversation. It's not all about homework and with me and stuff. If you respect me enough, then that's fine. Like, it's cool. So back to what I was saying, it's just crazy to me that these kids are leaving. Like, they're leaving. Like, the one little girl that I know, she's leaving, and I just broke down in tears, because it's just like, ma'am, you helped me grow as a whole person, and I just wanted her to feel that. Like, I always want the best for all of them, no matter if I knew them now, I know them later. Like, I always want the best for them, and I just want them to know that. And it's just that I told them, like today, I said, I'm a very emotional person. I am very human. There is no hiding behind anything. I'm just me. Like, hey, like, I don't know what else to say. Like, this is just me. And they accept it, and they love it, and they are cherishing it. And the cat just got freaking loose. Oh my God. Oh, she just let the cat loose. Oh, okay. I'm sitting in the car, guys. It's just like, I really love doing what I do, and I would not take that for granted, because a lot of people don't get the opportunity that I've gotten, knowing, like, I don't have a bad background, but I don't have a background in teaching. Like, I could teach a whole class now, and it's like, sometimes it's frustrating, yeah, but other than that, I'm okay with it. And I just wanted to share that with you guys, because I feel like as I keep doing videos, it's going to be more videos about what I do and like what happened in my day. I'm not going to be able to videotape it while I'm there, maybe because I can't videotape the kids. And I really don't want to. Like, no, I don't want to put them in it. Because that's not something I would do, unless it's like a certain child that I know. But other than that, I wouldn't do it. But I just wanted to come on here and say, like, I'm happy at what I do, and I wanted to share with you guys what I do as of right now. I don't know if anything's gonna change. I plan on being there. I'm gonna stick with it because it's something that I love. And it's crazy because a lot of teachers will leave, and I'm like, why are you leaving? Like, okay, it's frustrating, I know that, but if you're not here for the kids, then that shows. It shows, period. Like, if you let these kids frustrate you, then you have an issue. They're a child. You never let a child see you. Let them know that they're getting to you, or this is something that you change your mind about. Once you do that, you lose all of the respect that goes right out the window. And I would never do that to them because I want them to feel like I'm their safe haven when I go there. And then when they see me out, they'll say, oh, hi Miss D, hi. Like, that's fine, because I'm human. I'm getting tissue. Like I told them, I shop at Piggly Wiggly a little bit. I shop at Aldi's. I shop at Pick Save. I eat pop cereal. I eat chicken. They think that we're not human. And after I said that to them, they're like, oh my gosh. Like, they think about it like, oh geez, she is human. Like, I am very human. So I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys a little bit what I do and how it makes me feel. So please like, share, subscribe, and comment if you have a comment. Please keep it positive because this is only like my 5th or 6th video. But please keep watching for more. I know it's coming like slowly but surely, but hey, if you want to watch it, you want to watch it. If you don't, you don't. Bye.